back to the channel. Today I'm going to be getting the Hellcat ready for street car takeover. What I'm going to do first is wash it and then finally finish compounding the hood, polishing the hood, fenders, all the front end stuff, and then finesse or wax the whole rear of the car and the whole car. Before, when I painted it, I really just ended up compounding it and never actually polishing it. So it has had all these swirls on all the front end stuff, which really doesn't look that great. So I want to get that taken care of. I also want to get the new Nennos that I bought for it mounted. So they're 315 35s instead of the 305s, and they're a little bit better. The all seasons that are on this thing really don't get traction, they don't hook up, and it just spins a lot. The Hellcat is washed, and I didn't notice it before, but it looks like somebody sat on my hood. So I'm not sure when it happened. It must have been when I was at Walmart or something. I'm not exactly sure when that happened, but somebody sat on my hood and scuffed the clear. Just getting the black pad wet and ready to use, and then I come out, I got the Hellcat washed just in time. Listen to the wind. Here, wait for it. It's like really windy outside. Look at the trees out there. They're just like going crazy. Finished all the buffing and polishing procedures on the Hellcat. It looks really good. What I'm gonna do now, once it cools down, it's like 104 today. Once it gets a little bit darker, or you know, once it gets to dusk, I'll pull it out, wash it. And what the plan is actually after I wash it, I'll pull it back in, dry it off, and then wax it, and then we'll be ready to go. So it does look a lot shinier than it was before. I mean, this thing is just crazy shiny. So yeah, once I get it washed and waxed, I'll also clean the wheels. There's still some brake dust. I have some stuff. Where's it at? Right here. I'll put a link in the description. So this is just Meguiar's, and it's iron fallout. It's pretty cheap for a gallon. You just get a like a little spray bottle from Walmart. They don't last very long. It like eats the bottles away. I'm not exactly sure what happens with it, but just a nozzle up here, they usually just break off after a while. So all you do is spray it on, let it sit for a little bit. It'll turn purple if there's any iron or whatever, brake dust, and it'll get rid of all of that. It smells like rotten eggs though, but the link will be in the description. Spray it on, wash it off. It's really nice, and it's a lot, you know, it's pretty cheap. So check that out. Links in the description. And once it cools off, we'll get back to this. Man, look how shiny this is. I just procrastinated polishing it for so long. I just compounded it, and I was driving around. It was all swirly and stuff, but now it should be just really nice. Other than the blend, a lot of people have been talking about the blend, and there hasn't been a blend. So you really can't tell at this angle. So at a certain angle, the paint matches perfectly, but it's a tri-stage, and the issue with a tri-stage, if you just butt it up back to back, you can see that if I go, man, you barely can see it. So this panel is a bit darker at a certain angle. You can kind of see it right there when the light hits it at the right angle. So it's a little bit darker. What I need to do is actually blend it back into the door. And the reason I haven't done it yet was I just finished the car, and I really don't want to blend it and have to worry about painting it and then wet sanding and pulling it all apart. I'll have to pull the interior and stuff apart, but I just don't want to do that right now. So once this summer is kind of coming to the end and we get into fall, most likely I'm going to, you know, blend it back into probably the door and the quarter panel. If not, you know, you have to have quite a bit of area because it is a tri-coat. When you blend a panel and when it's butted up right next to each other, there's no way to actually get a tri-coat perfectly matched. I'm sure there is a painter or something that, you know, they could do it, but I'm not experienced enough to butt a panel up and blend it perfectly when you just paint the fender and then put it on and it's blended. But I don't think it really works that way with tri-coats or any color really. I think you still have to go back to the panel. Most body shops, since my fenders and everything were destroyed and all of this stuff in the front's new, most body shops, I'm pretty sure, would blend into the fender and blend into that rail up there. But that's coming. So everybody that's been nagging me about it, like an old lady, it's coming. It's just one of those things. I want to have fun with the car over the summer, and that's why I'm getting it ready for streetcar takeover, so I could have some fun with it. I don't want it to be just a 100% project all the time. I want to have some fun with my Hellcat, and even though it doesn't match all the way, it still looks good. So we'll yeah, the paint is still flawless. So I mean, I know how to paint, just I haven't blended it. So that's my spiel for that. For all the people that are gonna be like, oh, it's not blended. I know. Lots of buffing, waxing, washing. Just finished washing it again, and she looks amazing. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the rear wheels off so I can throw these tires on at my shop. Then tomorrow I can take the wheels and tires in my truck to my friend at Nissan and have them road force them so they're ready for 200-mile-an-hour pulls. But I'm probably not 200 mile an hour, but have something that is gonna be balanced, gonna be ready, gonna actually hook, not spin. These all seasons are terrible. So let's get these rear wheels off and mount these new tires on them. Nice to have my own tire machine. I've had this for probably 10 years and it has never let me down. But I bought this oldish air compressor just because my little one wasn't doing the job. And yeah, 400 bucks off Facebook Marketplace, and now we actually have some tires for the Hellcat that are gonna hook. These are 305s, and you can see that they were down to the wear bars already. Probably another reason it was spinning so much, but these tires are pretty much garbage from the factory. These Nennos right here though are gonna be really grippy, and they're 315, so you can see they bulge a little bit more, and they'll fill out the fender gap or the fender a little bit better than these little skinny boys right here. Tires are mounted on the Hellcat wheels, and I'm going to take them to get road forced, which I can't wait to see these on the car. They're just a little bit wider and fatter. Picked the wheels and tires up for my friend. They are now road forced, balanced, ready to go back on the Hellcat. So let's throw them on and pull this girl in the sun. She's looking good. New meats are now on the Hellcat, and I must say I really like the 315s on here over the 305s, and now they're going to be nice and sticky. They're actually a more aggressive tire, but after all the stages of polishing and waxing and getting the Hellcat paint really nice, it is just really nice. I mean, I love this color. It just goes from a really dark maroon when it's in like the dark to a really light, just every curve is just a different color, and it just makes the car look that much better. I really like the Challengers in this red, but the Charger is going to be the blue, the frostbite blue. But the Challengers, I must say, they look really good in this color, and it just goes to show you all that extra work polishing paid off. So what I'm going to do now is actually get this thing ready. I already torqued the wheel lug nuts, and I need to do some other stuff. There's also a meet that I'm going to tonight. It's like the pre-meet for Streetcar Takeover, but they Bandamere canceled it because they had some legal BS with the whole, you know, the whole government stuff with what's going on right now. But there is like a side meet that's going on, and it looks like there's gonna be quite a few people. So the issue with it is though, is I'm in Pueblo and I have to drive up to Denver 3 days. I could rent a hotel, but I'll probably just end up just driving. I mean, it won't be that big a deal, but it's just gonna be a lot of miles. And tomorrow I'll probably end up going to Streetcar Takeover a little bit later, probably around noon, so I don't have to wake up so early. But let's get the rest of the stuff that we're gonna do the Hellcat done, and then head up to that car meet. Hellcat is fresh and ready to go. Look at those tires in the back. Look at those bad boys. So now we're going to the car meet up in Springs. Damn, look how shiny this bubble is. It's like a mirror. I'm about to wreck. Like last week, there are a ton of people here. I didn't bring my camera last week, but this week, I'm gonna check some stuff out. I met a subscriber at the car meet. What's your name, man?
I'm Marshall.
And I'm gonna give him a ride in the Hellcat, and his friend is?
Hey, I'm Ryan.
Probably can't see you guys, but.
I'm excited, man. I'm stoked.
So what do you guys think of the Hellcat?
Dude, it is so fast.
It's quick,
sick.
man. It's quick and it rides good. It's like the best of everything in one car.
It is literally so dark. You can't see your face, but
You want me to
there's...
use the flash?
Yeah, let's do a flashlight. Oh, that's way better.
That's better.
So you guys both had a ride.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. It was fast.
It was quick, man. It was.
We got kind of a race.
Yeah, there you go.
This guy at 5'7" thought he could take you, man.
But nobody knows what it is. So
Debadging this thing was a great idea. I'm just gonna go out on
Are you done selling these boats now, bro?
Yeah.
it's a boat.
I think I'm more done.
It's a big car. Like, you don't realize how big it is, but it carries its weight well because it's just got all that power and it rides smooth.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really nice. It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
And it's weird, like, you know, you see someone like build a car on YouTube and then you see it in real life, like that's really cool.
That was definitely good.
And it actually works.
And it works really good. So.
But cool. It was nice meeting you guys.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you.
Hopefully
Yeah, it
you
was
guys
nice
liked the ride. So.
Hey, man.
Thanks, man.
We'll see you around.
So you can kind of see me, but the cops broke up the meet and they moved the meet to a different spot. So I'm heading over there. So I just got to the next spot. There are quite a few people at this spot too. Man, this parking lot got some potholes. Man, look at these potholes. Someone needs to fix this. Get those potholes, Mustang. Get them. Bad potholes. Below BMW. They're like craters. Man, well, it looks like something happened up here. I wonder what's going on. Oh, shit. That diesel truck that was at the meet, like wrecked into a car. Dang, it's like flipped over and stuff. Back from the meet, Hellcat is back in the garage with the addition of a bunch of bugs that are on my nice clean car. But clean cars never last that long. So the one thing that really is fun about this car is it's just stock. I mean, it's just really nice to drive around. I don't really have to worry about it breaking down. When I was driving up there was quite a few cars on the side of the road broke down. And it's just a relief to be able to drive up to a meet and still have a fast car, but not have to worry about it breaking down. I actually spun with these tires going on an on-ramp. So hopefully they work better at the drags. Maybe they're just kind of cold, but I guess we'll see. So hopefully these things work at the drags tomorrow because I am doing street car takeover and I mean, at least I have new tires in the back. The tires that were on this were pretty bald. And I'm gonna end the video here. If you guys like these videos, make sure to click the subscribe button, thumbs up, throw a comment below. If I saw you at the meet, thanks for saying what's up. And as always, see you guys next time.